professor in an Indian university for at least 1 year, so as to consider such 1 year LLM degree with 1 year teaching experience as a visiting faculty, stroke internal faculty, clinical faculty, the master degree obtained on 1 year term may be considered equivalent. So therefore, the condition is you must teach it, you must do it for a period of 1 year.
If it is 1 year LLM,
yes,
then clause 1 won't apply.
Yes, but this condition, now what I was referring to the resolution which they have adopted on 7th of March 2021. May I just show that, it is in their counter. I'm sorry, I don't have the running internal page number, I'll just refer.
When you say counter page, we have the counter here.
181.
Yes, 181.
I just, this is
yes,
on,
minutes of the meeting held on.
Yes,
Yes.
May I just read that?
Yes.
Resolution after thorough discussion.
At page?
I am sorry, I'm reading. No. This is on page number. PDF 185.
PDF 185 is a judgment.
Internal page 7.
Resolution after thorough discussion.
Yes.
Page 181, which was
Yes.
Yes.
Internal page 7.
After.
Internal page.
Internal. After thorough discussion and deliberation, the meeting finally resolved that keeping in view the opinions received, the 1 year LLM should not be scrapped and it should be allowed to run subject to it being an intensive program run only by centers of legal education having a center for postgraduate legal studies with faculty, infrastructure and library. Bar Council of India shall grant approval to only such institutions who have infrastructure and follow the norms prescribed by UGC in this regard. Moreover, it was further resolved. So insofar as this is concerned, 1 year is brought back. No difficulty,
So this doesn't say foreign, this says Indian.
No, it doesn't. They only say Indian. Now, moreover, it was further resolved that based on the views and legal case cited for the purpose of teaching, the 1 year LLM should be at least qualified by a 6-month professional teaching training course to be imparted at centers to be earmarked by Bar Council of India, including the Indian Institute of Law at Bhubaneswar for becoming an assistant professor. Furthermore, 2 year LLM degree holders qualification will be eligible for teaching purposes, while 1 year LLM degree holders would be sought to be made eligible to teach LLB degree courses in the capacity of assistant professor, pursuant to obtaining a 6-month professional teachers training program of the nature envisaged for becoming assistant professor. So for 2 years, there is no mandate that you have to teach. For becoming an associate professor or professor of law, a 2 year LLM degree would be required. However, anyone having a 1 year LLM degree, regardless of having a PhD degree, which is a necessary qualification for direct appointment as an associate professor, shall be required to undergo 1 year professional teacher training course to become eligible to be considered for an associate professor or professor of law. Furthermore, anyone having done a 6-month professional teachers training program after 1 year LLM in order to be eligible for assistant professor shall be further required to do another 6 months of professional teacher training program in order to be further considered for associate professor, professorship, apart from other requirements of having necessary publication in reputed journals, etc. The said decision would be made effective only after the decision of Honorable Supreme Court. Office of Bar Council of India is directed to bring this resolution on record in such and such title. So this is their resolution. So insofar as somebody who has done 1 year LLM degree, even from India, he is subjected to teaching another. He has to get one. That's there. Insofar as somebody who has
to get 6 months professional teachers training program.
Well, it says 1 year also, 6 months also.
At 1 year LLM,
yes,
to be eligible for assistant professor, should be further required to do 6 months of professional.
At least 6 months.
6 months.
But if you want to go higher, then another 6 months.
Another 6 months. So, though it doesn't, it clearly speaks about somebody who was obtained from foreign university. It just says LLM degree. Because this restriction, additional restriction is not for somebody who has done a 2 year.
How are you agreed by this?
Plus, as far as I am concerned, I am an individual student. Plus, I completed my LLM recently in 2023 from Cambridge. I did it in international law. Now, the difficulty, because of this equivalence clause, number one, until they recognize my degree, I won't be able to do PhD. Suppose,
PhD in India.
Yes, Lordship, because they don't, this is an equivalence clause. You must teach for a period of 1 year. Secondly, my lords, this circular is not before Lordship. On 24th of May 2024, they issued a circular saying that even for post-qualification, your LLM obtained from foreign university must be recognized by us, which is not a case for somebody who has done 2-year LLM degree in India. So the length of course or the factor of less similarity of course cannot be a factor to discriminate between. Yes.
What is this?
My lord, what happened, I remember, in 21 when these petitions were filed, Petitioner was really speaking, not agreeing. But on a wholesome view, I remember I was appearing on the first day with Mr. Manan, Mishra himself was in court. We decided not to implement the rule so that it doesn't cause confusion or hardship. Because this is the problem which the national law schools have raised basically. Most of them have started this 1-year course. Bar Council disagrees with that. It says, if you want to take up teaching assignments, you must have a 2-year course. That's the thing. They started by saying that the Bar Council doesn't have the power. That's the petition under 32. That you're bereft of the power. You know, under Section 7 of the Advocates Act, you can't do these things. So that, my lord, will have to take up on. In between, all the universities, UGC, all of us met. And this resolution tentatively was passed, but kept on record only because this matter is pending before my legislature. So we said we are not implementing this. This is like a proposal, what we think should be done. In the meantime, the Bar Council has also apprised the Government of India about what it wants to do. And the Government of India has also seized on this matter. So in fact, Union of India, UGC and HRD Ministry, they both have to come, all three have to come with the responses about what is before them by way of this resolution.
So you want to respond?
And Union, who is Ms. Dave? Solicitor is here, yes. You also seek instruction on this. But how are you saying Bar Council will not have higher standards?
They trace their power on the basis of 7.1H of the Advocates Act. We'll see 7.1H, that is to promote the standards of legal education. Mellos has interpreted this even in Boni judgment, Mellos recent judgment, where they said this is not the function of Bar Council of India to lay out to govern higher education in the field of law. They can, Mellos, up to that matter, Mellos Boni, Mellos aware whether yes, Mellos, Mellos was amicus where pre-enrollment stage was challenged. AIB was challenged. So Mellos has held, all right, insofar as that is concerned, that because that is
Adhika also argued in Boniface.
so that is concerned with the enrollment. An advocate under the Advocates Act has been defined as somebody who needs to, after their graduation, needs to get registered with the Bar Council of India or to obtain a license. Therefore, insofar as that is concerned, BCI has ample power. There is no difficulty, Lordship. But when it comes to higher education such as LLM, Mellos has also said that this doesn't, BCI doesn't have absolute power to do anything in the higher education. This lies only with UGC. Mellos, number 2.
Where have we said we're not Boniface side?
No, that's a.
Also, the first 1-year LLM program was considered by the UGC only. If Lordship may have the synopsis that I have right now.
UGC also, we can harmonize the UGC standards with regard to, the institution.
It is the standard of master degree through LLM. That was the first 1-year degree.
The syllabi and the requirement, etc., Bar Council also can have power.
Because they can, they trace power on the basis of 7.1H. Also, this notification is based on the opinions expressed by MHRD that look, now you should regulate the higher education. Because where, yes,
what has happened is, under the new education policy 2020, the government says we will not interfere with higher education of law and medicine. And so they kept quietly, impliedly asking the Bar Council.
I think it's a matter to be sorted out.
That is why I said. That is why I said.
The Bar Council, UGC,
and its
ministry, and of course the vice chancellors can also join in.
UGC is part of the education system.
No, for National Law School, etc. If they want to say something, if a confrontation won't help anybody. It will result in deadlock.
Lordship, the infrastructure, logistics, teachers, everything has to be taken care of with all this. Because it's the 2-year program again coming in.
Just 1 year has been brought back. There is no difficulty.
There was a
Only
standard procedure that was there. The structures were there. Everything was there in place for 1 year.
in fact, High Court of Madras has considered this aspect, comparison of 1 year LLM degree and 2 year LLM degree in Syed, where they say the length of they have gone through the length of the course and there's a less similarity of course. They say so far as 1 year LLM degree is concerned, they took an example that only 30, when they compared both, they say only 35 of the courses are matched. Therefore, there is a justification for them to say the 2 year LLM degree is the LLM degree recognized in India, whereas 1 year LLM degree obtained that time. So, the length of the course, because somebody like me who has obtained 2 year LLM degree has to face consequences. Number one, I can't teach. Obviously, I will be put to 1 more year of training. Apart from that, if I want to do PhD, then again I cannot do because they don't recognize my degree. They say first you teach. This yardsticks are not applicable for somebody who has done a 2 year LLM in India. Because ultimately, teacher training is a practical experience which even a 2 year LLM degree holder must do it. Because those things they.
See, the idea is even for undergrads, they have the bridge course if you have studied abroad.
Right.
Yeah. There's a bridge course so that you also have an idea of what is the syllabi here, the local
True,
law.
true.
So,
somebody who has done an international law, even in India, somebody who does international law, they will be exposed to international laws.
you'll have to also differentiate between an LLM graduate from Cambridge or any other university who has had undergrad in India. Then for them, it can't be treated on par with somebody who has studied everything abroad.
So, what the Bar Council says is that you can have a 1 year course, but don't call yourself LLM. If you want to be called LLM, it has to be 2 years. That's the stand of the Bar Council. You can have a 1 year course, but in management, you have 2 year management courses, but there are diplomas in management also, which is 1 year. But their problem is with 1 year, they don't get that eligibility for higher studies, which a 2 year person will get. All this has to be.
MPhil is how many years? MPhil in normal MPhil.
MPhil, I think, says it's 1 year.
1 year.
It has to be academically sorted out by these people, sir. But they have to sit together and do it.
Where is the prayer in your petition?
My prayer is on page number.
And same prayer is the consortium's prayer?
I 24. Mine is on 24. Prayer A.
They're saying it's unconstitutional.
This is the 23.
This is page 24, insofar as my rate petition is concerned. Issue a rate order or direction declaring as unconstitutional, striking down the notification issued by respondent of Bar Council of India, published in such and such, to the extent of challenge made in because
We saw clause 23, no?
20 subclause 3 equivalence clause. 6 also we challenge that they abolished 1 year. Now they say no more. It will continue to be effective in India. And then
And what is the prayer of the consortium?
The praise of 78 Your Lordship in 171.
Yes.
Talking of and setting aside of the education dated food. So as ultravirus, he advocates that. That's not good.
You asked for the entire notification, Mr. Agram?
Yes, sir. Being ultravirus.
Show that 23 again, Mr. Rahul.
that is on page 53 of my petition. Page 53. It starts from 52. 53, 20 subclause 3 lordship.
52.
52 starts, 53 20 subclause 3. May I just read lordship again?
Yes.
1 year LLM obtained from any foreign university is not equivalent to Indian LLM degree. However, 1 year LLM degree obtained after an equivalent LLB degree from any highly accredited foreign university may entitle the person concerned to be appointed as a visiting professor in an Indian university for at least 1 year, so as to consider such 1 year LLM degree with 1 year teaching experience as a visiting faculty stroke interning faculty stroke clinical faculty, the master degree obtained on 1 year term may be considered relevant. So this is also maybe.
But of this, what doesn't survive now because of the subsequent?
No, Melos.
This survives.
This survives because even their meeting, they says you have to have this 1 year teacher training course at Bhubaneswar. And they do not say specifically about boom, whether the Indian LLM degree holder 1 year or two, but simply LLM degree holder. So it is applicable to me as well. Somebody who has done from foreign university also. So that mandate is not for somebody who has done a 2 year LLM degree, obtained a 2 year LLM degree from India.
So the minutes were subsequent to the notification.
Yes. After Lordship had issued notice and they had given undertaking not to implement, thereafter this discussion happened and this obviously this is subject to outcome of the repetition.
Show the minutes also once again.
Yes, Lordship.
181 are the conclusions.
Yes, yes.
181, Lordship. Has it, may I read it again?
Yes.
After thorough discussion and deliberation,
This is dated? Is it dated?
this is 7/3/2021. Before that, we'll see.
My Lord would just see the people who participated also.
Yes.
On page 174, internal page 1.
Internal page?
1.
Yes.
It had, and these minutes are prepared after very extensive consultations.
They have academic committees and all.
Yes. National Law School, everybody was there. It just, my Lord just sees the people who attended were part of the resolution.
They were all there.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And this is, everybody signed the minutes? There's no dissent or anything.
No, they say 90% of them are accepted, 10% of
Okay,
them
that's
have.
okay. Now 181, which is the
Yes.
portion now?
Plus, after thorough discussion and deliberation, the meeting finally resolved that keeping in view the opinions received, the 1 year LLM should not be scrapped and it should be allowed to run subject to it being an intensive program run only by centers of legal education, having a center for postgraduate legal studies with faculty, infrastructure and library. Bar Council of India shall grant approval to only such institutions who have infrastructure and follow the norms prescribed by UGC in this regard. So, this is 1 year is brought back subject to somebody who is having an infrastructure. Moreover, it was further resolved that based on the views and legal case cited, for the purpose of teaching, the 1 year LLM should be at least qualified by a 6-month professional teacher training course to be
That's
imparted.
only for those who are teaching.
Lordship, somebody who wants to teach, somebody who wants to become an assistant professor.
You can't have grievance with that.
Plus,
Teaching is a separate art skill.
I have instruction to say, because in fact, I have now joined as an assistant. I'm assisting in teaching, because tomorrow I may want to become an AP, assistant professor. Even leaving this also, because they've issued a circular last year. They say for any post qualification after LLM, your degree must be recognized by me. Otherwise, suppose I want to pursue.
But you're not challenging that.
Because that has happened only last year. I can bring that circular on record. Because that circular is also subject to outcome this writ petition, because that circular refers to the point that this matter is being pending. In the meanwhile, they have plus then.
Okay, just take down. The present writ petition, the two writ petitions primarily call in question clause 20 bracket 3 of the notification dated 2nd July 2021 issued by the Bar Council of India and published in the Gazette. By virtue of the notification, the Bar Council of India promulgated the Bar Council of India Legal Education bracket postgraduate, doctoral, executive, vocational, clinical, and other continuing education bracket rules 2020. Clause 20 bracket 3 reads as under. You copy from page 53 of the first paper. These writ petitions were filed, the first writ petition was filed on 11 January 2021, and the writ petition of the Consortium of National Universities was filed on, must be same because 171,
The 3rd of February 2020.
3rd of February 2021. Pending the writ petition, on 7th March 2021, at a meeting convened by the Bar Council of India, which had participation from the Bar Council and the academia,
And UGC.
and the representatives of the University Grants Commission, certain resolutions were passed. Primarily, we are concerned with the following resolution. Only one resolution was passed, or
Only one.
a resolution was passed in the following terms. You extract page 181, 182, the resolution part. This has narrowed the grievance further, since the only surviving grievance is with regard to the insistence on
Equivalence clause, Lordship. 20 subclause 3, that you must teach for a period of 1 year. Visiting
only surviving
professor.
grievance is the insistence on the teaching experience.
Yes, of 1 year. Of 1 year.
Of 1 year for those with a 1-year LLM degree,
Whether international or national.
whether obtained from Indian university or foreign university, for the LLM degree to be recognized. Also, without it transpires in the proceedings before us today that a subsequent circular, it has been prescribed by the Bar Council that only those holding a recognized LLM degree can pursue further studies in law. Correct?
Yes, please. May I just read that one paragraph?
Yes.
Indian nationals acquiring LLM degrees from abroad are also required to apply to the BCI for the equivalence of their foreign LLM degree, and without such equivalence, they are not eligible for admission to any post-qualification course which requires passing LLM. I'll just give this a few.
But this is for foreign. This is for foreign.
This is for
Foreign.
This is for foreign, specifically for foreign, Lordship.
only for foreign universities.
Yes, Minister. Equivalence clause with respect to foreign.
The said circular is confined in its application to 1-year LLM degree holders from foreign universities. Though the validity of the circular is specifically not in challenge before us, The petitioners submit that the validity of the same also needs to be you propose to amend the writ.
Lordship,
You propose to challenge.
I'll amend.
The petitioner submits that an amendment will be moved challenging the circular dated
Well, as this is 20th of May 2024.
20th of May 2024, issued by the Bar Council of India. But it is appropriate that a response be elicited from the Union of India, the University Grants Commission, and you mentioned one more body,
HRD.
Ministry of HRD. Union of India through the Ministry of Human Resource Development.
So Law and Justice, HRD and UGC.
All.
And three.
Union of India through its Ministry of Law and Justice, Union of India through the Ministry of Human Resource Development, and the University Grants Commission.
But one small request. First, they should amend it. Give us amended
And they will
copies.
do it. I am suggesting committee.
Then the replies can come.
Yeah.
on that.
No. As and when the petition is amended, liberty is reserved for the respondents to file a further reply.
On that.
Further reply. Pending completion of pleadings, we request we feel that it will be appropriate if the Bar Council can, like they did on 7th March 2021, convene one more meeting before the next hearing, involving all the stakeholders, so that any outstanding issues, so that they could brainstorm over the outstanding issues and an attempt be made to resolve them. This is without prejudice to the rights and contentions of the parties. List the matter after 8 weeks.
Within 2 weeks, I'll file an amendment.
My lord, one small correction, my mistake. Page 1 of the writ petition, now the ministry is not HRD, it is Ministry of Education.
I see.
The name has changed.
Instead of HRD, say education. So 8 weeks we'll take it up. You file a reply. You deal with the circular also. In case it's amended, we'll again give permission.
And well,
My lords, may permit 4 weeks after the amended petition is served on us.
I will not say anything. You deal with it accordingly. I will say list after 12 weeks. Then.
My lords.
List after 12 weeks.
Let it be 8 weeks because we don't want to delay this also.
Yes. You see, 8 weeks, if it is not done, we'll give you further time. You
My
know the
lords.
circular, you deal with it in your reply. You are for whom?
For UGC, my lords.
You deal with it in the reply itself.
My lords.
I don't want to see this as purely adversarial. If one issue has got sorted out, I'm sure it will get sorted out. If not, we'll decide it on merits. 8 weeks.
in fact, that meeting will affect other people who have done 1 year LLM from India as well, because they're also subjected to the same
You
qualification.
take it up with them and in a spirit of conciliation, sort it out, because Bar Council is the body which set out standards. You can't prima facie make a discrimination between undergrad and postgrad. It's saying that undergrad you have standards, postgrad you don't have standards. Can't be. The institution is the same.
Yes.
Institution is being affiliated, etc., recognized, enrolled. So it's all. Let us have it properly. Only thing is we'll have to do it in a spirit of conciliation because.
Grateful.
My lords.
In item 7.